the only reason he would go to that level is because he was being provoked. Is that what you're saying?
Right. So he was definitely being provoked. Again, just, like if a female is insecure, they're gonna want to try to like provoke that man, like, you doing this, I know you lying, like, let me check your phone and stuff like that. So like, I do believe, like, after a certain amount of time of like Rayshawn going through that, he's probably just like, okay, like, I'm fed up, you're not finna keep getting in my face, you're not finna keep saying you finna like ruin my life, I'm trying to take care of my kids. But
And how many kids does Rashawn have in total?
Rayshawn has, oh shoot, okay, so he has 2 boys. No, he has 3 boys. Is it 4 boys? I want to say he has 4, 5, 6. So I want to say he has 6 now. If the baby that Taya is currently pregnant with if it is his.
Okay. Someone is asking about the car. That's not her mom. She is the sister on the dad's side.
She's trying to put him in jail so he wouldn't talk to anyone else. Yeah, she would. I know she would definitely mention how she would try to get my brother locked up and stuff because it's a lot. But
So does Taya have a habit of solving problems is just to call authorities on that person?
so as of right now, yes, because I know back then. Well, I feel like sometimes she tries to put on a front like she's just like so big and bad, like, oh, I'm gonna beat everybody's A, can't nobody beat me. But she's also the type to be like, okay, I'm gonna press charges on you, like you finna go to jail. So like, she is prone to, of course, calling the cops on certain people. Taya's the person over something.
Yes, unfortunately, they will not. There's always gonna be somebody who is brand new to this story, and they're gonna feel sorry and not knowing the whole truth about everything, and they're gonna give their money, and it's just gonna take a matter of time before they open their eyes. Have I ever sent Taya any money? No, and I never will. I knew something wasn't right from the very beginning with her. And once once what happens at court tomorrow, I am honestly done with this. Because my whole purpose was to protect the children. As far as her scamming people out her money, that's nothing we can stop. We can go as many lengths as we want to, but that's not going to stop somebody from giving her money. And I'm not going to belittle another person or attack another person because they're willing to give their hard-earned money to this person. That's their business. But when I see a person who is mistreating kids, that I can't accept that, and I will make awareness to that. What other question?
And I agree with you, Redbone. Like, after tomorrow, like, I've kind of been like tuned out because it's just like repetitive, very repetitive, as far as her like asking for money and then like losing her home and trying to make up all these excuses. Like, as me,
What I was going to ask you about. Let's go back to this. When she had that home and she said squatters came and took over the home, do you know what happened with that home?
she told me that squatters took over the home. I don't know if that was all the way true because during that time, like, we were cool, but we wasn't as cool as we used to be. So I'm not even sure if that was 100% true, but yeah.
Okay. Um, who's going to jail? I'm not going to jail. I can never go to jail. But anyways, uh, yeah, and like I was saying, yeah, I'm done with this after money because it is draining. She's tells the same tired stories over and over. She's bullying people online, which I don't understand how TikTok is allowing this.
Right.
Other thing is, I know for a fact that main account, she bought that count. That count used to be in somebody else's name, and she bought it from them. That's why she keeps saying, "I'm gonna sell this account."
Right.
Um,
Yeah, she could have easily went to McDonald's. She probably could have even went back to Amazon and got a job. But she's so big on, oh, I want to make $15, $20 an hour. Like, no, like if you truly cared about getting your kids back, you're gonna do whatever it takes. You could have worked at McDonald's. You could have worked at Taco Bell. Like you could have had 3 jobs. Like as much as you be on TikTok, like you definitely could have had, numerous of jobs that you could have been at instead of coming to TikTok begging for money because that's draining.
yeah, because even at Amazon, they give you buku overtime. So even $15 an hour, your checks would have still been pretty good enough.
I'm cracking up at these comments, y'all. Now Taya trying to say, y'all, and just to clear the records, I don't have no type of STDs, no type of diseases I can get rid of with the hepatitis C that whatever she's over there talking about. So mind you, all of my kids came from a cesarean. So me, of course, I go get checks up from like either my OBGYN or if she's not available, of course, I go to like a clinic. But it was some type of misconfusion. Again, I'm currently pregnant now. I don't have that. And even if I did have that, again, that's gonna come from like sharing needles or like unsanitary like utensils. And I don't shoot nothing up in my arms. I don't do any drugs. So, and it doesn't come from like, I want to say anything else but that. But no, that's false information, which I knew she was gonna get on here trying to make it seem like that. But anyways, she ain't talking about nothing.
Does anybody else have any questions? Because I honestly don't have any more questions. Did she file those? I don't know if she would know that. Do you know if she filed the boys on her taxes?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you guys, if she filed the boys on her taxes or not. No, I don't think she will stop begging online either.
Do you think her rights will be terminated?
So for me, just being on Reddit, just trying to get information, with y'all being on it, like with screenshotting like the papers and stuff, I believe court is tomorrow. So the route that she's going, I want to say yes, it seems like she may get her rights terminated. Again, like you can't just tell the judge, like judges aren't stupid. Like you can't tell the judge like, oh, I make my money off of TikTok, because they're gonna look at you like, what do you mean you make your money off of TikTok? So they're most likely gonna want to see proof. Like, what do you do? And like you don't have any content on your TikTok. Like you're not sponsored by anybody. Like you're literally on live begging. Like that's not a reliable source of income. So how exactly do you think that you're gonna get your kids back by actually doing that? And then furthermore, my babies are chasing after me. But furthermore, you had classes and you're just now starting your classes and they take 13 weeks to complete. Like you should have been on that as soon as you knew that you had the classes, instead of being on TikTok, begging for money each day. Because if you were taking your classes or you were working towards getting like your diploma, okay, the judge be like, okay, I see that you're trying, we might, extend this to where you have a little bit more time. But again, with her begging on TikTok and all this other stuff, no. I don't believe that. I think her rights will end up getting terminated.
Okay. Someone asked, she already answered the question about the Hep C. She said she does not have that. She's already explained about that. Okay, but now she's rambling. Do you know if she's in having communication with Rayshawn while he's in jail?
So I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't think as of right now she's had any type of communication, but most likely whenever he first got locked up, she probably did have some type of communication, knowing her and how she always claimed like, oh, I don't want him, and then it's like, oh, I miss him. Because again, like, this isn't the first time Rayshawn got locked up, and she'd be like, oh, I miss your brother. I'm going to try to get him out. I just wanted him to learn his lesson and stuff like that. So she probably did have some type of communication whenever he first got locked up. But as of right now, I'm not sure if she has communication with him. So Taya tried to steal your story about misdiagnosed. She probably has. I forgot about Kira. I hear Kira's kids.
I'm gonna stop and that going on. Okay.
No, she cares, y'all.
Okay. Does anybody else have any more questions before we end the live? Well, at least asking Kiara questions at this point. Someone's asking, does Taya see a psychiatrist? I don't know if Kiara would know that. Or let me ask you this: has she ever been in a mental hospital?
No, she has never been in a mental hospital either. Okay, definitely. No, she has never been in a mental hospital. But again, I do now believe she does have some type of mental illness going on. So it would be best if she at least tried to seek for help, no matter how much she believes, she doesn't have nothing's wrong with her. And especially with her being pregnant now, she does need some type of help. Okay. And she needs to stop telling TikTok all of her business to people that she does not know.
Yes. No more scamming. You asked, why can't she stay with other family besides her parents? Do you know of this question, since you said in the past she has stayed with you? Do you know? I know you answered like why she's not going to her mom, but do you know about her other family members?
I don't know why she couldn't exactly stay with her other family members. As much as I was around, Taya, she never really discussed, anything about her older sister. Her and her younger sister, I guess, was okay, but again, I was the only person that she really had in her corner at the time. At least that's what I thought. But because again, she was with me 24/7. But I was really the only person that was really there for her. I was a really supportive friend. I made sure at the end of the day, her and her kids was good. There was a time I had kind of fell on my butt temporarily because of the situation that I was going through. And she tried her best to be there for me and help me out. So she is a caring person. She can be caring, but again, now I don't know what's gotten into her. I do believe she completely lost it over my brother.
Okay. Someone's asking, do you think your brother would get a DNA test once the baby is here and he's out of jail?
No. Rayshawn will not get a DNA test. He would probably just still, in some type of way, provide. But knowing him, whenever he gets out, he's probably gonna do what he want to do. He probably isn't gonna really want to be with her or be around her. And if he does, then he's probably gonna try to like get back at her for the fact that he's been in jail for so long. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about that part, y'all. So I'm gonna have to pray about it whenever he do get out, because I would just hate for him to get out and he like tries to do something to her or something.
Thank you guys for the gift.
She spent $300 on you for your birthday. So tell that. I don't know about $300, y'all. But yeah, like that goes back to me saying, like, you know, on my birthday, like around that time, I was kind of going through a little situation or whatever. And, you know, she paid to get my nails done.
Was that this year or years ago?
No, it wasn't this year. This was like years ago.
Okay.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. But okay. And I spent money on her as well, but it's okay. And she says she got your son clothes. Okay, who don't do Lil Wayne? I mean, I love Lil Wayne. But okay.
Yeah, she stated that Kiara has already stated that, you know, there was times where she had hard times and Taya did help her. She's not saying she didn't help her, but that's irrelevant right now. Okay, so is Rayshawn a good provider for his kids?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing because that's my brother, but he could do much better. He shouldn't, like, he could do way more for his kids. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, as a baby mama, like, you shouldn't have to ask the father to do this and that. You should automatically be like, hey, you know, here's a couple $100 or whatever you can give at the time to at least, you know, make sure that your kids are good. But again, yeah, he could do a lot better.
Does your brother have a gambling problem?
Yes, he does have a gambling problem. He loves to go to the casinos. He loves to like bet on games, and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say that he does have a gambling problem. But you know, as far as I know, Rayshawn always has some type of money on him. So even if he loses it, like he can literally get that back like within like 2 weeks.
So is he a truck driver?
He used to be a truck driver. I know whenever he was a truck driver, he would say that, or he would call and tell me like, man, like she's really out to get me. She called my boss asking for me or looking for me. And I think he initially got fired because of that. I'm not 100% sure on that story. I'm just going by based off what he told me.
Is this like recently, like this year?
No, it wasn't this year. This had to be like 2 years ago whenever he was doing truck driving.
Okay. So you said 2 years ago he was doing truck driving. What kind of employment did he have within this year?
You said what kind of what?
Employment did he have within this year?
Within this year? I want to say he was still truck driving, but he was working for like a different company. I'm not sure why he lost that job. I'm not sure if it's because, you know, like her calling her boss. Like with Taya calling his boss, like basically like harassing the boss, like saying, oh, Rayshawn is doing this, or like just, I don't know if that was the situation again, but I know he was doing truck driving this year.
Okay. Have anyone in the family have advise for Rashawn to get help for, well, never mind, because you already said he would only do it to protect himself, so I won't go there.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
my bad. See, that was years ago. So I'm reading these comments too. Actually, she did have to go to the crisis center. My bad. She did go. She actually did go to a. Oh wait, the live is paused. Can y'all still hear? Oh, her
Yeah, we
live
can
is
hear
paused.
you. She's just paused,
Okay.
but we can hear you.
Okay, but actually, yes, my bad. She did go to the crisis center when she was at my old apartment, and she was in there, but of course, they end up letting her get out. I don't know what she went in there for or how she got. That was a long time ago. I really don't remember the full details on actually how that happened, but now that somebody mentioned that in the comments, I do remember her saying that.
Okay. Let's see. What other?
We definitely are real brother and sister at Carmen. That's my brother on my dad's side. It's 14 of us.
And you said that I remember you saying earlier in the conversation that Taya used to she tried to mess with Rayshawn and your older brother.
So I have two older brothers. The first one that she used to mess with or date was my brother Kimari, and they were with each other for like a couple of months. It wasn't really nothing too serious. And then I want to say like a year or two later, she started, messing with Rayshawn.
Okay. But both brothers knew that she had messed with both of them.
Rayshawn definitely knew that.
She was
Rayshawn definitely knew that she did mess with Kimari. And then when Kimari found out, he was just like, oh, wow. Like, that's crazy. Like, Kimari's really cool. Like, he doesn't really care because, again, they wasn't really in, like, a serious relationship. But he was just like, wow, that's crazy.
Okay. Let's see. Other question. You already said this that you haven't. When was the last time you seen the boys?
Last time I seen the boys was, what did I say? Last year, a year or two ago at his first birthday party.
Okay. Is that because your side of the family is not cool with Raquel, or it just happened like that?
It just happened like that. My side of the family, like we really don't try to get engaged with that type of activity or like try to get in really anybody's business like that. But I barely I knew Raquel, but like I never like really been around her, like really talked to her like that. Like the only time that I would talk to Raquel is if, of course, like Rayshawn wanted to go see his mom, or like, I was with Rayshawn, we went over there and we went to his mom's house, or of course, if we were at like his grandmother's house and like we'll just sit and we'll just talk a little bit. But